What if I told you there's a continent with no official government, a river that flows completely underground, and a place where the wind literally travels faster than a Formula One car, and almost nobody talks about any of it? Today we're going to Antarctica. Not the postcard version, the real one. Antarctica is technically a desert, the world's largest. Most people picture Antarctica as one giant snowstorm. But the interior receives less than 50 millimeters of precipitation a year, less than the Sahara. It qualifies as a polar desert. The snow you see has been accumulating for millions of years, not falling last Tuesday. Let that sink in, the iciest place on Earth is officially a desert. There's a lake the size of Lake Ontario, buried under 4 kilometers of ice. Lake Vostok has been sealed under the ice sheet for somewhere between 15 and 25 million years. Scientists drilled down to it in 2012. The water doesn't freeze because of geothermal heat from below. And here's the part that keeps astrobiologists awake at night: whatever lives in it has been completely cut off from the rest of life on Earth for millions of years. It's the closest thing we have to what might exist in the subsurface ocean of Europa, Jupiter's moon. Antarctica has a blood waterfall, and science just figured out why. Taylor Glacier has a waterfall that bleeds bright red. For over 100 years people thought it was caused by red algae. It's not. The water beneath the glacier is packed with ancient iron-rich brine, saltwater so old and so salty it hasn't frozen despite temperatures well below zero. When it hits oxygen at the surface, it rusts. You're literally watching a glacier bleed iron. The continent is slowly rising, because we're melting it. Antarctica holds so much ice that its sheer weight pushes the bedrock down into the Earth's mantle. As we lose ice through climate change, that weight lifts. The continent is literally bouncing back up, a process called glacial isostatic adjustment. Some parts are rising at 4 centimeters a year. The land is trying to escape its own ice cap. It was once a tropical rainforest. Around 90 million years ago, Antarctica sat further north, and was covered in a temperate rainforest. Fossilized roots, pollen, and even ancient swamp forest soils have been found just 900 kilometers from the South Pole. The average temperature back then was around 12 degrees Celsius. Today the same spot averages minus 30 degrees Celsius in winter. That is one of the most dramatic climate shifts in Earth's entire history. Antarctica technically has its own internet domain. Countries have country code domains: UK, IN, US. Antarctica has AQ. It was assigned in 1987 under the Antarctic Treaty System. No government owns it. A nonprofit based in the US manages it. And yes, people use it, mostly research stations and, for some reason, a surprising number of aquarium websites. Antarctica holds 70% of all the fresh water on Earth. If it melted completely, and we're doing our best to test that theory, sea levels would rise by around 58 meters. Every coastal city you've ever visited would be underwater. It's not just a continent. It's basically the planet's life support system wearing a very convincing disguise as an empty frozen wasteland. Which of these surprised you most? Drop it in the comments, and if you want the next one to go even deeper on Lake Vostok or the Blood Falls, let me know.